Hello, 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 friends. God loves you. God loves you. I love you so much. No weapons formed against our expansive mindset, right, will ever prosper. This message is not for closed-minded people, okay? You're probably, because you have a closed mind, not going to watch the video because I'm going to talk about aliens, right? In 2016, when my ship was on deployment, I saw a spaceship in the sky. And when I went to go grab my camera after looking at it for about 10 to 15 minutes, when I came back, it was no longer there. I just woke up from a nap and I had a dream that I was on a ship and I seen a spaceship, just like in 2016. But in my nap, during my dream during the nap, I was pointing out this spaceship and nobody could see it. And then the alien like beings, the beings that were just different from us, because everyone is an alien to another country, into another culture, right? Small-minded people say aliens that are like anything that's different from us, that's foreign from us. Anyway, no one could see the aliens on the ship but me, and they were shapeshifters. They looked more like cartoons, like Jello, like they were walking through walls, and they had all of these abilities, but no one else could see them. They just came on the ship to see how the humans were living their daily life on the ship out to sea. Okay, and instantly I thought of this confirmation with the birds, right? Instantly I thought of in August of 2024, I visited my kids in Florida, and then I drove them to Pensacola to go to the beach and to stop at this fresh seafood place that I like, right? And we were chilling on the beach for a while, and then out of nowhere, because I pay attention to the clouds all the time, the ancestors, the angels are talking to me through the clouds. And a lot of the times when I'm looking in the clouds, I see Falcor, and this is a confirmation of something that I'm thinking. Falcor from the Never Ending Story. If you never saw that movie, check it out. It's about life, right? These clouds were formed like spaceships, okay, like a funnel spaceship, right? And I look at how clouds move as well, but these clouds were not moving. They were stuck. They were just there, and it was like 4 of the same exact clouds lined up, right, together in the sky. Like, that is the oddest stuff I've ever noticed. The message here is we've been programmed to fear anything that is different from us through movies. Aliens are always attacking and taking over. But what people fail to realize is, like, it's humanity that historically has shown anything that is different from them, they fear, they want to slaughter and annihilate or try to control. Look at Christopher Columbus for one example. This man is awarded and praised over with a whole holiday by being accepted into an indigenous environment and then raping and pillaging and slaughtering everybody. Okay, because they were different from him, right? You can't ever find anything that someone else is on. You ain't found nothing, right? Anyway, things that are different from us, as I travel around the world and explore different countries and cultures, I am the alien, right? I am different. I don't speak the language. I don't dress how the culture is dressing, or, you know, I learn new things, right? Because I am a foreigner to their land. But we are all the same, though. We all need shelter, food, water, and like companionship all over the world. People dealing with relationship stuff, financial concerns. We have the same belief system. If you believe in a God, you know, they just name it something else. There's nothing to fear when there is something different from you, right? I am different from a lot of people. I address God as she, right? Although God is infinite, I never want to limit God. I say God is a she because God birthed this entire reality. Women have wombs and they birth other human beings, right? So God is a she to me. People have been programmed through the Bible to say God is a he, and they don't think nothing past that. The Bible say he, so God is he. When people speak, God is the Father because the Bible said the Father. Like, that's not my programming anymore. I have my own mind, and God came to me, and I address God as she, but I also say God is infinite. I know God is infinite, and it's not just a label of she, he, or whatever. Okay, this message is about having an open mind and expanding your awareness that things that are different from you are not to be feared, right? I had a visitor in my last Airbnb. I told you it was a spider like this big, right? I used to be terrified of spiders. I don't like things that are creepy crawly, right? I don't go out of my way to mess with the spiders. I don't go out of my way to mess with anything that is different from me. I leave that joker alone. As long as they ain't bothering me, I'm not bothering them. They stay in their corner, I stay in my corner. Another example of how people project fear, I was on the beach feeding these birds like 2 days ago. And it was like I was playing catch with one of the birds, right? Because it was flying right in front of me, and I was like tossing I had some leftover protein pancakes that I made. And I don't like to waste food, so I'll feed the birds. And I was like tossing the crumbs in the air, and the bird was flying right next to me, catching the pancake crumbs in its mouth. And this woman, like a few feet away from me, was like, "We're scared, can you move?" Don't project your fear on me, lady. No, I can't move. I'm not going to stop my reality because you're projecting fear in your own false reality, okay? Like, the birds was not thinking about her. She was playing with her son on the beach, and then she's like, "We're afraid. Can you move?" No. Why? Why am I moving? Right there is an example of ingraining fear inside of not only yourself, but in your child. Like, the baby had to be like 1 year old. He was a cute little boy. But it's like, this boy isn't crying. I don't know what he was doing because I wasn't paying attention to him, but you're afraid. The bird's not coming. The bird is clearly coming next to me, the birds, and minding their own business, but trying to get these pancake crumbs, okay? That's what projection looks like when you have an issue that you done created and made up in your mind, and now you want to project that out on somebody. I should stop my reality because of something you just made up. No, thank you. I'm good. So I kept feeding the birds or whatever, because something that's different from her was causing fear in her, but she made that up. The birds were not going next to her or her son. They were clearly right in front of me trying to get the goods that I had, and then they went on about their business. They wasn't going trying to attack her and pick her eyes out or nothing like that. Just because things are different from us, just because things may look a little weird. Look, I love butterflies, but I'm afraid to look at them for too long because they kind of weird me out, but I still love them though. You know what I'm saying? Like, we make up stuff in our own minds to create fear. People be afraid of flying in airplanes because the plane is going to crash. There's more automobile crashes than there ever have been plane crashes. So, and then what people fail to realize is, like, if God wants us to die, it can just be walking or in our sleep. There's no need to fear a plane or a train or whatever, an elevator, whatever we're making up in our mind, right? Things that are different from us, things that are outside of our control, are meant to just be explored without trying to harm it, especially if it's not going out of its way to harm us. So expand your mind if you are a closed-minded person. That's what the message is for me. Like, embrace things that are new or different, or challenge yourself to want to explore things that you are fearful, and maybe dig deep into why do you have a fear in the first place? Is it simply because it's different from you? Like, this spider had 8 legs, and that's all I needed to know. Like, whoa, that was too much for me, but I didn't go and stomp it out or try and throw things at it and mess with it. I just kept the door closed to my room because it was in the tub. Actually, for like 3 days, it was hanging out in the outdoor tub of my last Airbnb. And I was just like, okay, I see you. I'm just not going to mess with you. Do not fear things that are different from us. God created everything that we see, whether we like the way it looks or not. God thought it was beautiful. So who are we to judge what God created and decide that it should live or it should die just because it's different from us, right? That's the message. God created everything on this planet, right? So we should learn to embrace what it is. And if we don't like something, turn around and go the other way. It's as simple as that. God loves you, friends. I love you, friends. Thank you so much for watching my videos. Please like, share, subscribe, and follow if you haven't already. And have a super awesome day from wherever you're watching from. Bye.